What's up, bus fans? Destroyer here, and welcome to OMSI 2. I am no stranger to this fantastic sim. If you know nothing about it, OMSI 2 was released back in 2013, I believe. It was quite a while ago. It's been the best part, or the better part of a decade since I've actually played this. I recently re-bought this game, so I had to, because when I played this back in the day, it was in one of my first ever Steam accounts that I created, and yeah, I ended up deleting that account, so I had to re-buy the game. But only last week, it was on sale on Steam, and I've never seen that ever, OMSI on sale. So I picked it up for like 25 Australian dollars, I think it was. It was 25, 26 bucks. So I thought, you know what, I want to replay this. I love this sim and I hate this sim. Obviously, it's nothing new. But if you ever watched any videos or on this or played it yourself, you know exactly what I mean by the love-hate relationship. It's so detailed, yet there's so many flaws to this game. Like, you know, it's the performance of it really is like it's hit and miss. Like, even if you got a high-end PC, you're still not going to get any better than, say, 40 or 50 max frames per second. So I mean, it's very detailed and I love it, but I also hate it at the same time. But this is the base map, or one of the base maps you get with the base game. I haven't got any DLCs for it. So this is Berlin to Spandau. Excuse my ignorance, but it's been, like I said, about 10 years since I played this. So I do vaguely remember some things. I have jumped in recently, like the last day or two, to sort of get used to the game again. As you can see here, I finally got a wheel, picking up track IR in a couple of days, so rock and roll on that. But like, this isn't going to be like a tutorial video. I am going to do the journey from Ruhleben, I think it's called, to Nervenklinik. My German pronunciation is pretty rubbish, so excuse me on that one. But so like I said, it's not going to be like a tutorial video per se, but like, if you're new to OMSI 2 and you're not sure what to do, I guess you can just follow along. But I'm not going to be like, you click this and then you click that, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to go ahead and get a new bus going when it feels like it. That is a bendy bus. I will be driving in a MAN. I can't remember the name or the type of bus that I actually do like to drive. This one will do. So it's non-articulated. That skin will be fine. So you can pick the depot. I just normally pick Spandau 94. Hit OK, and then it'll say, where do you want to start? I will pick Ruhleben. Now, the full journey is around about 28 or 30 stops. So I am going to show the full journey, but in two different videos. So I'll do about half the stops in this video, and like a part one, I guess. And then in the part two, I'll complete the journey up at Nervenklinik. But here we are, cold and dark. I think I set it for 8 a.m. So yeah. But what I like about Ruhleben here is this is a train station right here, and normally if you sit here long enough, a train will come by. But anyway, this is the MAN bus. There are some things that I still haven't mapped to the steering wheel, so you'll see me lean over like that. But let's get rid of the wheel and get this baby started. Insert the key, turn the lights on. You see the bus raise there. Turn the bus on with that button there, or you could hit the M key on the keyboard. Alright, let's turn some lights on. I think there's 6, 7, and 9 on the keyboard from memory. Like I said, it's been nearly 10 years, or about 10 years since I played, so granted I have played the last day or two, but it's still going to take a little while to get used to again. Right, so that is all done, and let's put the wheel back. Actually, before we do that, let's set the parking brake. Put it into drive ready, because the wheel obstructs that, obviously. You can't really get to it. You can hit the D key on the keyboard, but I think that's originally mapped to steering, like turning right, but you know, I'm obviously using a wheel. Right, okay, so let's get the actual journey going, the route. So it's 1:30. We'll just pick 1. SA stands for Saturday. It's like a Saturday run. So SA1. And first stop is Ruhleben, which is correct because that's where we are. Right, so that is starting at 8:20. That's perfect. It is 8:04, so you can advance time by this little tab here. So 8:20, that's perfect. That will displace the bus. Now, if you click this little tile here, so it would be sort of like a semi-tutorial video, I guess. So I've got to type in 130. And then you can find it with the drop down box, but I just rather type it. So if I show you the outside, it should say that there. Which it hasn't worked. Sometimes you've got to do it a couple of times. There we go. That's what I mean by this game. It's very unstable. But, yeah, love-hate relationship. At the end of the day, I love it more than I hate it. So that's why I decided to play it again after all these years. But anyway, so that's all set. To change the views, by the way, it's F1, F2, and F3. F2 will give you an interior view, and then you can use the arrow keys to change the view. Like that. F3 for the outside. So there we go. Right, so that's been set, that's been set. Now we can... the good old IBIS system. Now, if you're not sure, OMSI 2 is actually set in Germany. If you didn't know, you probably already do know if you clicked on this video. But yeah. Like I said, it's not really going to be a tutorial video, but I can't help myself. When I'm doing things, I sort of do it like it is, like a step-by-step video. But anyway, line. It is 130, but there's got to be 5 digits here, so you just add 2 zeros at the end, hit enter, 130. It is route number 1. There we go, and it sets the zeal automatically, so you don't have to touch that. Now, this particular bus... it's got an annunciator, however you say that. Now, normally you can press the Q key on the keyboard and it'll tell you the next stop. Like a little voice will say, Ruhleben or whatever, right? But because I've got the wheel and pedals, I've mapped it to the clutch, because the majority of these buses are automatic, so you don't really use the clutch to actually drive the bus. So there we go. This is the ticket machine. And this tells us the time and where we are, which is kind of handy. It also tells us on the IBIS system over there. Now, if you're wondering how I'm moving around like that, it's kind of weird, but you hold down the middle mouse button, go left or right. Now, to zoom in and out, you hold down the right mouse button. I know, it's crazy. I do have Track IR coming in a couple of days, so I won't have to use that, obviously. Now, I have mapped basically everything to my wheels, so like closed doors, parking brake, like so. As you can see, that's lit up on the dash there, which means it has been activated. I can turn that off now because I'm already in D. Oh, actually, before I go anywhere else, I need that to tell me where to go. That's basically your GPS. So unless you know the route off by heart, you won't obviously have to activate that. But for someone like me who hasn't played it in a long time, I will, of course, turn it on. Now here you can set the weather. I'm just going to have it for summer-like. But you do have a few options here. You can also use real weather. And I am in Melbourne, so, you know, I could use the real weather if I want. It is a nice sunny day, so let's see how accurate that is. Nothing like it. It is bright sun. There's not a cloud in the sky, so that is bullshit. So I will not use that. Let's just go to summer-like, whatever. And I think it says something like the average is 25 degrees Celsius, which is just fine for me. Right, so time. Now we can, like I said, advance time. Now if you hold down the insert key, you can zoom in on the timetable. Like so. Because I just wanted to quickly check. The start time is 8:20. Right, I think we are good to go. To collapse this out, you can either click this white arrow or the Alt key, which gets rid of both of them. But before I do that, though, let's advance time. So it's for 8:20. So we'll go to 8:18. And there we go. Whenever you see like a white vehicle like that, that means the textures are loaded in. Now, there is a 4GB patch, which if you play this, you probably already know about. But if you don't, I strongly recommend you download the patch. It's very easy to find. You just download it, direct it to OMSI 2, and it will say success patched. And basically what that does is it allows OMSI 2 to access more of your RAM. So things like that don't happen. But I have added the patch to it, but clearly... So, I mean, like I said, it's OMSI 2. It's pretty unstable. No matter what you do, you know, it's going to fail most of the time. All right, so that's been set. We've got 2 minutes. We probably want to haul ass now, so... Doors are definitely shut. Okay. Parking brake is not enabled. Station brake is not. Yes, it was. Let's boogie. Okay, so now everyone's turning around because they're like, hey, that's the bus I want to catch. Now, one thing I noticed with this is, I'll get the doors open ready, is I'm very, very mindful of where the curb is, mainly because... Hello. Danke. I don't know why, but ever since with this new wheel, which I've only had for a couple of days...
Entschuldigung, da fehlt doch noch was.
I gave you enough change, piss off.
Eine Tageskarte. Hallo.
I should probably explain how I'm selling them tickets. There's a couple of modes for ticket selling. You can turn it off if you want, but I've got it on easy mode. So you press T to give them a ticket. Then Control T to give them change, and then to remove, like to take the change, it's Shift T. So there we go.
Dankeschön.
Morgan.
Eine Karte für eine Kurzstrecke, bitte.
I suppose that's the downside of having my keyboard there. I have to lean over, but whatever. I am thinking about getting a keyboard tray here, so it's just here, so I don't have to lean over and stuff. But and like I was saying before, for now I'll be looking around with the mouse, but until I get track IR, I won't have to do that. Now, as I was saying, I'm a little bit extra cautious with the curve, only because ever since rebuying this and buying this wheel, if I touch the curb, it locks up the wheel for some reason. Now I can fix it by going into the options and going into like the controller settings, but I'm not sure why that is. I have no idea. So if you see me driving extra careful approaching stops, that's why. Anyway, we do have a schedule to keep, so I better do that. Go to a lovely little view like that, disengage the station brake, indicate left, and off we go. Because I was actually thinking about like waiting to record this video once I got track IR, but I couldn't help myself. I've got some spare time right now, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to record a video. I don't care. So I'm going to be super careful of the curb here. I do have AI collisions turned off because they are a complete pain in the ass. Oh, brake. Put on the parking brake. Yeah, because I'll pull this back up. This here, like if you have AI collisions turned on and you hit a car or a pedestrian, you have to click this little tab here and it takes about 20 minutes. It's essentially calling the police, emergency services, blah, 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 blah. But your schedule will be gone, 20 minutes late, absolute pain in the ass. As you can see here, other things are grayed out, which, you know, I can't click on because I'm in the middle of a journey. But I thought I'll quickly show you that. Oh, we're on a green light, so let's boogie. My phone keeps going off in the corner there. Keep seeing it in the corner of my eye. But like I said, I think it's around 28 to 30 stops, so I'll do about half of the stops, wrap it up, and then finish off the journey in a part 2. Yeah, what else can I tell you guys? To bring up information, you hit, or you hold Shift Y. As you can see there, it tells you if you're late or not, like delay. A minus sign means you are early. If it's a plus sign, that means you are late, so essentially. And it shows you your FPS, and one thing I haven't been doing is that, being out. And that's a red light, but, oh no, it's just gone green. Almost. One thing I keep forgetting to do is to brake harsh, is to hit the clutch pedal, and this is Crematorium Ruhleben. If you're not sure, you can zoom in here, Crem, or on the IBIS, it says there Crematorium. So it tells you what stop you're at currently. Okay, I'm going to zoom out so I'm not staring at this guy's stomach. Right, ticket. Yeah. I love it. A lot of them will complain. They'll complain about, you know, if the temperature's too low or too high in your bus and stuff. So, but yeah, when this game works, if you can do a complete journey without the game crashing or anything, it's just a fantastic feeling, you know. Anyway, we're on green, so we're going to go. I like the purple sky effect. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, the taxi drivers in this game, no matter what map you're playing on, notorious for being pricks.
Polizeidirektion 2.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to the braking axis and stuff, so... Seems a tad too sensitive. Mong.
Hallo.
Hello. Guten Tag. Okay. No ticket selling there. Oh, that's Boogie. So yeah, I am currently about 3 minutes late according to that. It also tells you on the IBIS system as well. At the next stop I'll zoom in and show you. Bottom left hand corner if you can see it there, but I'll zoom in and give you guys a proper look if you want to see it. Of course you got speed limits and stuff. It is a bus simulator after all, so... And I don't normally run reds or anything, but I just wanted to get to that first stop. As you can see there, it says stop request. That little orangey yellow thing there, that also lights up when there's a stop request. Just to be honest, I don't normally drive with the info on the screen there. But as you can see there is my FPS. It fluctuates, it goes all over the place. So right now it's on about 46 frames per second, but that is the beauty of this game. None of you getting on? Actually, my bus is pretty full. Okay. And I forgot to do this. There we go. So we're back on track. Alright, well, if you guys aren't getting on, I'm gonna get out of here. Disengage. Station break would help. Let me know in the comments, guys. Have you played OMSI 2? Do you still play it? Did you play it back in the day? Let me know in the comments. And do you want to see some more of this? I'm thinking about picking up a bunch of DLC maps for this, like London, Chicago downtown. There are a couple of good ones from over the years. There's also a Yorkshire one, which would be kind of cool to play.
Teltower Straße.
Question is, are you guys going to get on though? Are you guys going to get on? Because the last lot of folks did not. Okay, you are. Guten Tag.
Eine Kurzstrecke bitte.
And I know I can map ticket selling to buttons on my wheel, but I don't want to map too much stuff to it, 'cause then it will start getting a little bit too confusing. But anyway, we'll move on. Like I said, I'm thinking about grabbing that keyboard tray, so it'll be much easier. Right, let's go. By the way, you just follow the GPS to those arrows. It's the orange arrow. There we go. Instrument lights were turned off, I think. Wait. Okay, so I skimmed the curb there, but it didn't actually do anything to my wheel, luckily. Oh, dude. Don't blame me, passengers. It's the freaking taxi. I swear taxis are pricks in this game. Oh, stop. Okay, it's not a taxi, but whatever. Oh, this chick wants out. Look at her. By the way, that rear door is automatic, which is good. There's a sensor there, so... Alright, let's continue on. Like I said, I don't want it to be like a tutorial video. If you guys want like an in-depth sort of how-to, let me know in the comments and I'm happy to do that. Because the majority of the buses are the same with setup and all that, but they can be different as well. So if there's a particular bus or something that you're struggling on, or if you can't find anything like in the manual or online or whatever, let me know in the comments. Happy to help out. Let's get that going.
Heidereuter Straße.
Oh, like I said, still trying to get used to the brakes, but I'll get there. Hello, welcome on. See how it's shut automatically? I didn't touch a thing though. Okay, that is it. Okay. Let's boogie. But I do have, I'll be honest, I do have a lot of great memories playing this game, so. Like I said, it is hit and miss. Like sometimes when you play it, you're going to get a lot of frames. Sometimes you're not. Like right there, it got a bit stuttery. People are complaining. But I'd rather do that than hit the curb. Just personally. Anyone getting on? I guess not. Okay. Now those yellow arrows you can see, ignore them. For this particular route, it is the orange ones you want to take note of. Unless, like I said, you might know the route off by heart. I basically do, because I remember playing this particular route quite a lot. So, because when you buy the base game, it comes with this, Berlin to Spandau, and Grundorf, I think it is. And now there might be a stop here. I can't remember. That is not. I actually only hit the clutch pedal twice. That's my bad. So I'll see what this stop is. It's apparently where it hide or something or other. Nah, that'll be the next one. Stop. Anyone getting on? Yeah, get on, buddy.
Einmal die Kurzstrecke.
Ich hätte gern eine Kurzstrecke.
Now, like I was saying, with because I got the easy ticket selling. If you put it on hard, you have to. So this is essentially your ticket machine, right? And you have to read what ticket they're requesting, unless you know German. But it's up in English here for the foreigners out there. And then you have to decide which ticket it is. So it could be a daily ticket or whatever. But of course, it's all in German, and you have to know which one it is, and then you have to print the ticket out. But yeah, it's a bit too much for me, so I just go easy ticket selling. I think the majority of people do, but hey, if you're fluent in German, or if you want to give yourself a challenge, there's one right there. Have at it. I'll beat that light, that's fine. So the next stop should be that Heidi one. I probably should have mapped out which stop I wanted to finish this part 1 video on. But I suppose I can do that in a second. I know, I think this is the market, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, it is.
Breite Straße, Markt.
That one. What she said. Alright, these dudes aren't getting on. Fair enough. Actually, before I set off... Alright, so when I get to Mulheimer Strasse, that's when I'll probably wrap up this part 1. To sort of even it out a little bit, you know, but... Because if you drove this journey, I think it takes about an hour or so. About that. Depends if you exceed the speed limit or not, but... There's a double-decker. I will be driving multiple buses as well, so I'm actually thinking about turning this into a series, like an OMSI 2 revisited series or something along those lines. So if you're interested in seeing something like that, let me know in the comments, guys.
U-Bahnhof Rathaus Spandau.
Spandau. Spandau. Right. Any of you getting on?
Hallo. Guten Morgen.
Hello. Guten Morgen.
Morgen.
But yeah, going forward, I'll have truck IR anyway, so it'll be a better experience for both me and Dust viewers. Right. Roll on. Okay. Do that. Do that. Do that. Because I got the paddles mapped for the indicators, but you also have to turn the indicators off. Because like say if you're turning left and you make the turn, when you turn the wheel, it does turn the indicator off, you know, like in real life when you're driving. But most of the time it doesn't. So
Galenstraße.
it depends on the bus too. So that's why I've mapped a button to kill the indicator.
Scheiße.
Sometimes I do that on purpose just to piss them off.
Hallo. Eine Fahrkarte bitte.
Hello.
Eine Fahrkarte bitte. Dankeschön.
Dankeschön. Willkommen. Right. And station brake. That. Got a red light. Now, actually, this is a good section of the map to point out that's actually wrong. If I go to the outside view there, see how it says Nervenklinik to the left? That's just basically a turnaround point. Do not go left if you're ever driving this route. Yeah, a lot of players probably already know that, but you want to go straight ahead to continue on. So, but for any new players out there driving this route and they're like, hang on, I'm just going back the way I came. Yeah, don't do that. Just go straight ahead, because as you can see there is a orange arrow pointing down. So yeah, that caught me out many years ago. All right, next stop,
Starkener Straße.
which is right there. Oh, they're not going to complain. Okay. They normally do, with your harsh braking. Okay. See how it doesn't auto cancel the indicator? That's why, just turn it off. Map a button to it. H for horn. I should probably map a button to that on the wheel. Make it a bit easier. But to be fair, I'm starting to run out of buttons to map.
Dalburger Straße.
Ich hätte gern eine Tageskarte.
I opened the doors. Why did I shut?
Guten Tag. Eine Fahrkarte bitte. Entschuldigung, da fehlt doch
I,
was.
sometimes they'll complain. It's like, you didn't give me enough change. But I did. They're full of shit. Alright, so hang on. This was Dalgua or something. So I'll stop this part 1 video on the 6th stop. Right, let's boogie. Maybe in the next video as well, like the part 2, because I can change the weather on the fly, so I might do it in some rainy weather or something. I think there's a heavy snowfall one, which is kind of cool, kind of fun to drive in. It is very slippery though. I'm not sure what these are, you know, it looks like a red top of a T and the white. Not sure what that's all about. Okay, let's see if I can make this turn without hitting the curb. I've been doing pretty well so far with the curbs. Doesn't matter if I run into the cars.
Zeppelinstraße, Siegefelder Straße.
Because like I said, I've got collisions turned off. Hello. Good morning. Guten Morgen.
Morgen.
Ein Fahrschein bitte. Entschuldigung, da fehlt ja wohl noch Dankeschön.
Eine Fahrkarte bitte.
I love it how she got all me, and then she's like, ah, thank you. Give me all my change. Alright. By the way, you can get rid of the cursor too. Like, you can just move it off screen or whatever. Well, depending if you've got like a multiple monitor setup. But you can just put it at the bottom of the screen like that if it gets in the way. There's a red light.
Speck to me.
It's my first day. Oh, that's not bad stopping position for me. Hello.
Guten Tag.
Guten
Morgen.
Tag.
Einen normalen Fahrschein bitte. Dankeschön.
I noticed the grannies never complain about shortchanging them. It's just the young ones. They're money hungry. Right, turn that off. Do that, do that. Let's go. I find with OMSI 2, or even like ATS or Euro Truck Simulator 2, once I find my groove with the game, it's just smooth sailing. I love it. Because I've only had this wheel for like, what, a day. You know, I'm just trying to get into that groove, you know.
Merziger Straße.
And trying to remember what buttons are mapped for what, for different games and stuff. So, because obviously they're different for ATS and ETS2 and this. Hello? Thank you. Well, come on. Hello. Yeah, I think there might only be 1 or 2 stops left. I can't remember what that stop was. Oh, actually, I think that was it. I'll end this part 1 video at the next stop. And then, of course, I'll continue on the journey, and in part 2, we'll arrive in Nervenklinik. Okay, I'll stop there so I can see the lights. Thanks. Actually, I might put the parking brake on. But yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, your thoughts on OMSI 2. Have you played it? Do you like it? Is it too frustrating for you? At its core, though, this is such a fantastic simulator. Because basically, like, 99% of the buttons and stuff are clickable. They actually do something. It's implemented in the game. It's just fantastic. Look, I can even open the windows for the passengers. Which isn't really that exciting, but I just love the fact that you can do it, you know? Right, so I think the next stop is just here.
Falkenseer Chaussee, Zeppelinstraße.
Yep, there it is. Did I turn the lights off? No, I didn't. Okay. Right. Serve these customers and I'll wrap up this part 1 video. So guys, let me know in the comments if you want to see more. Different routes, different buses, all that sort of good stuff, but let me know in the comments, guys. But if you did enjoy that video, leave a like. It does help out the channel more than you think. But that's it from me today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch ya in part 2. Adios.